Carrollton, Texas, and I'm directing Town Hall by Caridad Switch. I wanted to participate in Director's Debut because as soon as I got to school, it was one of the opportunities that jumped out at me as something I wanted to do. Just the aspect of getting to help put on a fully realized production, I think, is a really cool opportunity that you still get while in educational settings. So you're still getting to learn, you're still getting to collaborate with other students. And it's just something that you might not get when you first enter the real world. It takes more time to build up to that sort of thing. And so, yeah, I was just really excited to get that chance while I'm still learning and while I'm still in the educational environment. I was drawn to this show because when I first found it, I read a description of it that said Sarah Kane meets Model UN, and I was immediately like, yes, because Sarah Kane is one of my favorite playwrights, and the language in the show is just so poetic and profound. It has the ability to be so specific yet so vague, so it's able to appeal to so many people on both a local and global scale. I also loved the lack of specificity with the characters. It really drew me into the appeal that anyone could come to see the show, and they would be able to see themselves in every single one of the characters. It has been interesting, to say the least. We seem to be creating some sort of theater film hybrid, which is super interesting and has its own unique challenges and opportunities that come with it. I was very grateful to be able to assistant direct on a Zoom show last semester. So I got to learn ahead of time a lot of the challenges that would come our way. But it's truly an interesting experience to get to connect with people through a different medium. And I'm just still very grateful that we're getting to tell stories in any way during this time. So the cast and I actually got a really incredible opportunity, and my stage manager, Phoebe, was there as well. We got to have a Zoom call with the playwright Caridad Switch, and we got to do it the week before we really got too deep into rehearsals, and it was so interesting. I've never gotten the opportunity to speak to the creator of something I'm working on before I get to work on it. So the insight that they provided us, and just getting to hear how passionate they were about the work, and how much activism work they do, especially in like gun violence and just discrimination across the globe. They've been everywhere. They're so well read and so intelligent. And I was so grateful that they were willing to share their time with us. And, they tweeted about us, they followed us on Twitter. It was like, I was having the best fangirl moment of my life that night. And, I think they're going to come watch the show, hopefully. And it was so incredible. Like, and I think that's the cool thing that's come out of this time is, if before COVID, I never would have thought to like reach out to a playwright to have a Zoom meeting, because I didn't even know what Zoom was. And so I hope that is something that continues after the fact, because it was definitely such a cool experience for all of us. And I was so grateful that we got to do that. Yes and no. I do not pretend to know everything about directing. I have only been doing this for a short time. So there were definitely, directing shorter scenes or shorter plays is not the same as doing a fully realized thing. And so getting to collaborate and talk to a bunch of different designers was super new for me. But all the surprises that have come are also part of the fun. So I'm glad it's not exactly what I thought it would be. I would say the most challenging part of the process is not being able to trust your ideas, or potentially not getting like immediate validation with what you're doing, like you do with performing. I feel like with performing, you're always prepping for something that's coming up soon, or you're in a lesson and you have someone there immediately giving you feedback. With directing, it's a lot more of a slow burn. And I think when we're so used to getting things immediately, that has been something I've had to adjust to. And especially with like, we're filming, so it's like you don't even get an audience's reaction. And so that's kind of scary, of like, you have to be happy with the production that you're creating. But which is also kind of cool, because then it's like you're not relying on people's reactions, and you just get to create whatever you want, and however they react to it, that's how they react to it. So I have learned that I truly love the collaboration of this process. I think when you first submit your proposals, it feels as though you're going into this very alone, because it's originally your show. But I have such an incredible team of designers, actors, stage managers, all the mass comm people helping with the filming, and just friends who are so willing to help and share ideas. And it's so cool to see how other people's brains work and how we can all work together to create like the overall feel of the show, which is super exciting. The only thing I would want the audience to know is that I am very grateful that they are choosing to spend their time watching this show. Otherwise, it'll be a surprise. And then I also have to plug, Caridad Switch has other works going up. So I would just look that up. Town Hall is actually part of a trilogy. And both of the other works are going up before Town Hall goes up, which is actually kind of cool. So thank you for supporting Sam Houston State University's Department of Theater and Musical Theater. Please enjoy Town Hall by Caridad Switch.